Hello, boys and girls, and everything between and beyond. My name is V, and welcome to Cemetery Mary, which is another game from Arcadekitten. And I think the theme is appropriate for the season. And for those who's been around, I played plenty of Arcadekitten games, and so far I loved each and every one of them. So let's jump into this one and see what awaits us. Blood, murder, suicide, flashing. Okay. I've never been to a funeral that I didn't enjoy. That is until very recently. And I wasn't quite sure how to feel. It was a beautiful service. And one they certainly deserved. If only it had come later in their lifetime. And maybe could have been prevented. If there wasn't a murderer in my city. That's what everyone been saying anyways. The Blackwood Butcher. That's what they call them at least. It was hard not to overhear the rumors people said about them. I heard they strike at night. I heard they only target one person at a time and don't stop until they're dead. I heard it's a ghost blindly seeking revenge. I didn't believe any of that. At least, not at first. But my parents did. And because of that, they didn't like me going off to the cemetery alone. Staying until it's closed. Walking home by myself in the dark. Even though it was only across the street, these rumors had made them afraid for my safety. Do you really believe they're real? I asked my father. I do, he answered. Are you really worried for me? My mother did not say anything. But that is to be expected. They thought I was a perfect target. But I still don't believe in it. Still, they worry about me, as parents do. So they sent me off to live with my aunt, uncle, and cousin. They didn't live far. At least, not anymore. They moved from their fancy home in gorgeous Halin City to a small little cabin in the woods. I never understood why, but I never really asked about it either. My parents felt it would be safer with them. I didn't want to leave, but every day I stayed only seemed to stress them out more. So I went, to make them feel better. For the first few weeks, everything was fine. I barely left the house, barely went to town anymore. And when I did, I was always with someone, taking all precaution to avoid becoming a victim of the butcher. But I still thought it was only a rumor. Even if the number of deaths in our community increased, I never thought that I or someone I knew would be a victim. Yeah, that's very easy to do. Then, that thing happened. To those two. And for the first time, I was worried. Shortly after that, my own parents disappeared. They weren't in the dinner, nor could I contact them. Dinner? Nor could I contact them. Even the authorities couldn't figure it out. No one had seen them. It was as if they suddenly vanished. As if they were killed off. I don't like to think about that possibility. Actually, well, there was also the other thing that's happened. Maybe I should have told the authorities about it. Or anyone for that matter. But I was too afraid of what might happen if I did. I knew I would fall asleep if I sat down. It is raining outside. It wasn't supposed to rain today. The lights on outside. Is crowing out there. I better go check. What are you doing out there? It's raining. You're out there or something. Okay. What are you... I can see it's raining, Mary. Quit it, Mary. How many times do I have to tell you? They went to hell. It's spaghetti. I used your favorite sauce too. Okay, I'll be inside in a second. Just let me put this out. All the food is cold. I just want to take a seat in the living room, but it's fine. I'm not complaining. Other than that, we didn't say much and dinner was quiet. I cleaned up most of it, but Croven helped a little bit. After that, he went to go sit in the living room. Once I finished cleaning the kitchen up, I joined him like usual. Normally after dinner, when Croven and I sit together, we do something fun. We play games on our phones together, or we get out a board game, or we play cards. Talk about our days if something exciting happened. But that's when Aunt and Uncle were still. Croven's been in a pretty bad mood since. It's not as if I can blame him. I want to talk to him, but I don't really know if he's much in the mood to talk. What should I do? Let's attempt it once. Crow, do you want to talk about it? There's nothing to talk about. I've still got my old therapist's number, you know. Crowen? And there's a reason she was your old one. I know. But she was good at this kind of stuff. And I've been thinking that maybe... Shut up, Mary. Just shut up already. Can't I be bitter over it? Why are you trying so hard to rush me into therapy? But you knew about this shit. I thought you knew about this shit better than anyone. But here you are. I'm not gonna stop being upset just because you miss me being all happy, smiley and shit. Can't you just stop trying to fucking talk to me about it? I'll get over it when I get over it. Maybe get your own life and then you stop worrying so much over mine. Sorry. I think I ended up making Robin more agitated trying to talk to him. Oh well. After a few more minutes of awkward sitting, I went upstairs and headed to my bedroom. I didn't want to make Robin angrier than I had already. Brushed my teeth and got changed into my pajamas. I stretched out on what you could consider my bed. The room I have in the cabin is nice. It's not like my room back in my actual home, but I've stayed here so long, I've been able to decorate it a bit, more to my liking. It's a pleasant room to stay in, even if it's not quite home. Of course, I don't normally sleep right away. I usually read a book or watch a movie on my laptop, or lie awake thinking of every embarrassing thing that has happened in my life. But as of recent, I picked up a different nighttime ritual. One that is nowhere near as pleasant. The text message I received the day following my parents' disappearance. It was from a number I didn't recognize. Your parents are safe, it had said. I knew I should have done something smart. I should have told somebody. But instead, I texted the number back. And they responded to me. I've noticed that other than the first message, they usually don't reach out to me. It's me who keeps texting them, hoping to find out what happened behind all this. Are you still awake? I am awake whenever you want to talk. Yes. I'm keeping a careful eye on them. Oh, can I be sure you even have them? What if you're just trying to prank me? Why would I do that? Because I'm hoping it's a prank. I'm sorry, it isn't a prank. I can promise that it's all real. How did you even get my number? Your parents gave it to me. Why would they do that? Because they care about you. You must be lying to me. My parents wouldn't do something like that. I'm sorry. You don't know your parents as well as you think you do. What does that mean? Seriously, you freak me out. I just want my parents back. Please don't drag this out. I just want them back home. You should get some rest. It's late, isn't it? I'll talk to you tomorrow. I don't like to text for too long. Until then, goodbye. Goodbye. Suggested that I get some rest. But how do they expect me to do that? I've never felt more restless in my life. Even asleep, I knew I wouldn't rest. When I woke up the next morning, Croven had already left for the day. But that wasn't a surprise. He's been staying up late and leaving super early ever since the incident. I think being home bothers him, but I'm not surprised. Whenever I pass the diner, I too feel like not being there. It's not the same without mom and dad after all. Despite the cabin being out in the middle of the woods, it really isn't all that hard to get back to Blackwood. Outside of our cabin is a faint dirt trail. It gets a bit witsy at some parts, but isn't too confusing. It takes about 15 minutes to walk down, but maybe 10 if you're fast. At the end of the trail, there's a fence, one with slight gap in it. And past the fence, there's a little community. It isn't big. A few trailers with a few people living all the way out here. Far from anything that's, well, anything. But there's a road here, and a bus that comes through. It runs through Blackwood. So whenever we need to leave, we take this bus. And then after the end of a short trip, you're in Blackwood. It's the city I grew up in, and I've always really loved it. There's the library and the local stores, but my favorite place to be is the Blackwood Cemetery. It got lots of trees to read under and the prettiest headstones I've ever seen. There's a mausoleum too, though I've never been inside. Private mausoleum, you know. I don't know who it belongs to. Anyways, I always try to leave flowers when I visit at least every so often. And I visit a lot. I like to think it helps them, you know, not feel lonely. And then, after having spent my day in Blackwood, I come back home the same way I left. But I always make sure no one sees the way I come back home. Just in case, you know. Despite the recent events, I too leave the cabin more than ever now. Croven is rarely home, and I don't like being here alone. I know I'm just being paranoid, but I don't like the thought that maybe the butcher could find me out here all alone. Even if that's the whole reason I'm here in the first place. So I go out a lot now. I feel more comfortable surrounded by lots of people. Despite how things may seem, I will always prefer to be around people anyways. That's one reason why I like to go to the cemetery so often. There's always people there, even if you can't see them. I don't know if that... After I got out of bed, I made myself a small breakfast and got changed into my favorite outfit. Crowen's gone, and the bus that I take out into town should be arriving any minute now. Where should I go today? Let's... I do wonder if this affects anything. Let's go to the cemetery. I'm a bit curious. I went to my favorite place, the cemetery. The cemetery is pretty much on the same block as my family's restaurant. Right next to it, in fact. All you have to do is cross the street. It's on the same side of the road. I think my parents choose this location because it's good for business. That's what Mom told me anyways. People usually are hungry after a funeral. Crying really takes a lot out of you, after all. I was always glad to live there because I really love visiting the cemetery. I like to walk down the rows and see who got flowers that day. That's what I do most days. Sometimes I pick my own flowers just to leave on graves that look like they been forgotten about. I'm actually quite known for the cemetery. Some people have even begun to use a nickname for me. I thought I don't know how many of them even knew what I looked like. When I arrived at the cemetery gates, however, I was surprised to see Croven standing there with what looks like a new friend. Croven? Mary? Did you follow me? Huh? No, I didn't. You know I always come here. Yeah, but that's usually not until later. Why are you here so early? I mean, it's not as if I had anything better to do. Well, do you have to be here right now? I'm kinda on a date. Oh, this is a date? I mean, it can be if you want it to be. I'll think about it. Let's not be antagonistic. This is Basilis. I don't think I'm pronouncing that right, but let's go with it. I met them at the arcade. Go. Sorry, Mary, but can you please go? I really just don't have the energy for this right now. Okay. Sorry. Didn't mean to intrude. I'll see you later. Later. See you in some other life, Mary. I left Croven alone. I didn't want to interrupt his little date or whatever. I especially didn't want to make him more mad at me. However, I wasn't going to let him stop me from going in the cemetery. Continued on past the gates and stepped inside. It seemed emptier than usual. It didn't look like any funerals were being held today. Wonder, would it be mean of me to wish there was? Yeah, it probably would be. Forget I said anything like that. It was a real awful thing to say. Are you talking to yourself? When nighttime rolled around, I headed back home. I slipped into my pajamas and headed to bed almost immediately. Of course, I thought, I couldn't sleep right away. I had someone I needed to talk to first. Good evening again. Good evening. May I ask you something? You always do. How did you know my name is Mary? I've always known. Huh? Always known what your name is. Have we met before? If we did, you probably wouldn't remember. So we did meet. Take the if as a maybe. We may have met before. But would it make any difference if you didn't remember me? It would be as if we were meeting for the first time. That's weird. I'm uncomfortable. Any updates on my parents? They are fine. Will I ever see them again? Yes. Because I'm coming to get you too. I just need more time. Good night, Mary. I went to sleep feeling pretty shaking that night. I tried not to think about it. I'm surprised I was able to get any sleep at all. I'm surprised I didn't have any nightmares either. Uncle Cross? Yeah, Mary. Uncle Cross, can I ask you a question? Sure thing, kiddo. Shoot. How did you lose your eye? Mary. It's fine. I don't mind. I lost my eye in war. You were in war, Uncle Cross? I was. I won't get into specifics of it, but it was important to me that I protected my family in any way I could. Do you miss it? My eyeball? Yeah? You know something. Not as much as I thought I would. I think I would miss you. I think I would miss you bunch a lot more. After I got out of bed, I made myself a small breakfast and got changed into my favorite outfit. Chrome is gone and the bus I had taken to town should arrive any minute now. Should I go today? Since we seem to be on like those who took our parents' next target, let's go somewhere like let's head to the cafe, because I think there's the biggest chance to have the most people, since there are most likely personnel working there. I decided to go to the new cafe that opened up. Planet Dollar is a popular cafe chain, but we never had one in this town. Well, until now, that is. I've always wanted to go to one, just to try it out, you know. Although, I don't actually like coffee, but I still could at least see what they had, right? When I got to the cafe, it was already packed. That's good. I thought since it had already been around a few weeks, some of the hype surrounding it would have died down. But I guess not, seeing as how noisy and crowded it was. Still, at least it was something different from usual. As I said, I'm not particularly fond of coffee. And since I had a light breakfast anyway, I decided to treat myself with a muffin. A chocolate muffin. Because sweet foods are the best. I don't really agree with that, but you do you. However, I found myself in a bit of a pinch when I tried to look for some place to sit down. It seemed as though everyone's seat was already taken, and I really didn't want to walk and eat at the same time. Luckily, though, I was able to find an empty seat. A girl around my age with the spectacular eyebrows was diligently working on a laptop with an empty seat across from her. Figured she must be writing an essay for college or something. Coffee shops are popular with people in college, or so I hear. Seeing as this was the only seat left, I asked her, "Excuse me, may I sit here?" She didn't verbally answer me. Rather, she glanced over me, rolled her eyes, nodded to the empty chair. I tried to look apologetic as I sat. Thank you. I'm not really someone who like start conversations with, especially not in coffee shops. But since if we would go missing, it would be good to have someone missing us, so to say. So maybe we should try to make a friend. Sorry, can you shut up for a second? I'm trying to concentrate. Oh, sorry. Let's see if let's continue to talk and see if we might get somewhere. Not now. I'm fine. Alright, this is something I would not feel comfortable saying, but as I said before, if we go missing, it would be good if someone would miss us. Besides our cousin that seems to be dealing with his own shit so much that he might not just even realize. Thanks. So you're interested in what I'm doing here? Well, yeah, I guess. You seem to be very focused after all. As focused as I can be. What's your name? Me? I'm Mary. Twyla. Nice to meet you. Alright. The ice has been broken. Anyway, I'm working on a report. A report? Like for school? No. Have you noticed something odd going on in town recently? Oh, is he a journalist? Something odd? I'm not surprised if you haven't heard about it. It's like the police are trying to dull suspicions. Or as potential suspects so everyone can feel safe. Oh, you're talking about the killing rumors. The Blackwood Butcher, right? Don't say it so loud. But, yes, how did you know? Oh, well, I've been hearing the rumors for a while now. And actually, my aunt and uncle died pretty recently. They were, killed. Really? That's actually pretty... How did he die? I don't know. No one really told me, but... The circumstances were strange. Like, they didn't die naturally. There was definitely someone else involved. At least that's what I've been told. Interesting. You know, maybe you can help me with this report. And some other stuff? Oh, I can? Yeah. If you're okay with that, of course. Yeah, sure, I guess. I mean, having a killer around is bad, so if I can help, like, raise awareness or something. I mean, like, yes, I'd like to help you. Thanks. This really put me ahead. I have to go, actually. I'm running late for something. Hey, Give me your phone number. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure I need your help, but I'd rather have a way to contact you, just in case. Oh, yeah, of course. Rylan exchanged phone numbers after she packed her laptop and was picked up by a car outside. Come to think of it, I didn't actually see her drink any coffee or order any food. I guess maybe she finished before I got there. I don't know why she would choose such a noisy place to work, though. Free Wi-Fi? After spending my day looking in some nearby stores, I went home pretty tired. I ate leftovers for dinner and yawned more than once as I got changed into pajamas. I plopped myself into bed and pulled out my phone, ready to continue the nightly conversation. You're there, right? Of course I am. I don't know why I keep contacting you. I guess I'm just afraid if I don't, you disappear or something. It's unlikely. I know you won't tell me where my parents are, but can you at least tell me why you took them? No. Why not? I don't know who could be seeing these messages. I'm not showing them to anyone. You expect me to trust that. You expect me to trust you. Fair point. I really don't see how this works. How am I supposed to trust you aren't some danger? How am I supposed to trust you aren't someone dangerous if you don't give me any info to go off of? Especially when I haven't even heard from my parents. Goodbye, Mary. Sleep well. I felt sick that night as I tried to go to sleep. I tossed and turned so many times, and yet I was still too tired to get up and try to do something else. I don't remember when, but eventually I was able to fall asleep. I didn't sleep very well, though. I'm not going back out there. You saw how they were looking at me. I can't do it. I can't. I'm sorry. Maybe it's better if I don't anymore. Wait, is her mother a mute? After I got out of bed, I made myself a small breakfast and got changed to my favorite outfit. Come's gone and Buzz thing there. I do wonder. Let's check out the library, and then when we've been at all the 3 locations, we probably have a better understanding on where to go, when, and how, and why. I decided to go to the library. It's nothing quite like a good book. My favorite kind of books are mysteries. Not necessarily murder mysteries, but mysteries in general. In fact, I kinda prefer it when the mysteries don't involve anyone dying. There's a lot of tension there, you know. But maybe I'm just too soft. I also quite enjoy manga, especially the shoujo kind. feel almost embarrassed to like them, but I find that they're cute and nice. And I like seeing characters fall in love. Yeah, I show you. Maybe that's what I'll try to find at the library today. Stepped into the library and began to make my way to my favorite spot. I tucked away corner in the library right by a single window. Sometimes I spend an entire day in the corner just reading. I've even managed to finish entire books without leaving the library. I looked forward to doing something like that again today, but when I got to my favorite spot, I noticed a man was already sitting there. I was surprised because usually this library is pretty empty. But this man, he is familiar. I've met him before. Oh, my apologies. Did I take your seat? Oh, it's you. Mary. Mary Anta, yes? Ah, that's right. I remember you. From the funeral, right? Indeed. Do you remember my name? Reginald? That's right. It's a pleasure to see you here. I was hoping I'd run into you again one day. Oh? I hope that doesn't come off weird. You were just such a pleasant person to be around. You really brought life into that funeral. Oh, really? Thank you, I think. So, what brings you to the library today? Oh, well, I didn't really have plans, so I thought I'd just check out a book or something. Likewise. What kind of book were you interested in checking out? Well, I don't see why a shoujo should be embarrassing. I don't read them myself. I basically don't read because dyslexic and I don't really have time. But I've seen some animes that probably would be considered like in that genre, which I think is fine. So let's be honest. I'm actually here to look at shoujo manga. Shoujo manga? What's that? Oh, it's like... Do you know what a manga is? I have an idea, but I can't say I've ever read one myself. Well, it's like one of those. But it usually centers around the romance between the two main characters. And sometimes they're like friends or rivals. But I really like the comedy ones. Because you get cute jokes mixed into the romance. But sometimes the drama ones are really cute too, and they can get really intense. And, sorry, I'm rambling. I'm not good at explaining things. No worries, I think you did a good job. Shoujo sounds interesting. Perhaps I should check one out myself later. I'm trying to be more open to new things after all. Anyways, what are you here to read? Me? I'm reading Manslaughter on the Disrent Locomotive. Oh, I've been meaning to read that one too. Do you want it then? What? Oh, no, that's okay. Please, take your time. Just, if you wouldn't mind. I would Would you tell me when you're done with it? You know, so I could maybe read it after? I'm fine with that. Though I've only gotten pretty far in, and I don't think I'll be... and I don't think I'll be finished by today. You have a cell phone, yes? Would it be alright if I have your number? That way I can notify you as soon as I'm finished. And well, I'd like to try to be friends too, if that's alright. Oh, really? I mean, yeah, of course. Reginald and I exchanged phone numbers. I was shocked he even remembered me. But I considered meeting him again a pleasant surprise. And one I really appreciated. After our exchanged, I picked up a shoujo book from one of the shelves and began to read in one of the other spots in the library. I ended up liking it so much, I looked for the other book and brought 2 or 3 home with me to read later. After I came home, I had dinner and cleaned up the cleaned kitchen up. I began my usual nighttime routine. Got changed into pajamas, brushed my teeth, sat in my bed and texted whoever they are. Hi, it's me again. Are you there? Yes. You're still not going to tell me anything, are you? No. Can I ask you something even if it won't give me an honest answer anyways? Okay. Are you the Blackwood Butcher? Would I tell you if I was? Are you afraid for their safety? Of course, why wouldn't I be? I see. Why do you have them? I wouldn't put it like that. I don't own them after all. Even if they are in my keeping for now. You're way too vague. Why did you even contact me to begin with? I thought you'd like to know about your parents. I'm only trying my best to keep you happy. You think I'm happy? Maybe not now, but you will be. I have to go now. Goodbye. Goodbye. After another frustrating and unsettling night of text messages, I got under the covers and tried my best to sleep. It wasn't easy, and I had a lot of difficulty trying. I don't remember exactly when, but eventually I was able to sleep, even if not peacefully. Dad? Yes, sweetheart? Yes? Is something wrong? Mama told me that Uncle Ray died. Did she now? Are we going to see him? No. You don't need to worry about that. I don't? But... Listen, Mary. Normally, when someone passes, you hold a funeral for them, right? Yeah? The thing about funerals, though, is that they're for people who are worth remembering. Oh, that's dark. I woke up late the next morning. I must have been pretty tired after the last few days. Dragged myself out of bed for my normal morning routine. Changed to my favorite outfit, I had breakfast, etc. And of course, Chrome was ugly yet, yeah. Checked my phone this morning. I realized he had sent me a message. To my surprise, there were other messages as well for my new friends. Who should I read first? Let's check out Croven, since if he's messenger, I have a feeling it's probably a bit more serious. Hey Mary, I'm sorry. I know I've been acting pretty nasty to you lately. I hope you know I don't mean it. Have you been to the Planet Dollars yet? I'll be heading there for lunch today, maybe at 12:30. You should come and have lunch with me, my treat. And then I can, like, formally apologize or whatever. Merrily, it's Twilight. If you're still interested in helping me, I'll be at the library around noon today. It should be quieter today. There's some books I want to pick up for research purposes. Meet me there if you can, but if not, I just call you up another time. Good morning, Miss Marianta. That was very formal. I hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I had asked about that book the other day, right? Well, I actually finished it quicker than I expected to. I really love... I really love to give it to you, but I won't be at the library today. I'm actually going to be at the cemetery. You like that place though, right? You should come see me, then I can pass the book over to you. I'll be there a quarter afternoon or so. Then maybe we can grab lunch or something together. Oh, hope that doesn't come off weird. Just like some company for my lunch break. Call me back. I was mentioned by each of them. However, I think I only have time to meet up with one of them today. Where should I go? I'll go today then. Let's go to the cafe and show Crow that we accept the apology. The other things I feel can wait. The book can wait, and she said that she would call me up so I could help her another time. It was a tough choice, but I had to choose one of them. I told the others I had plans and that I have to meet with them some other time. Alright, so at least it was nice enough to inform them. Then when noon rolled around, I headed to my destination. I spotted Crowen pretty quickly. Dressing in the way we do, it wasn't that hard. I recognized those red and black striped sleeves from a mile away. Crowen saw me, he gave me a hug. It made me realize how long it had been since he last hugged me. His arm felt relaxed, and he was wearing his classic smile. For a moment, it looked as if he was back to his normal old self. We had lunch together, and like he had promised, it was his treat. So you definitely dabbed? Of course I did. You know, I had to do it to him. That's so you. I know, right? I've thought about mentioning how happy I was that he was starting to feel alright. But I was worried by bringing it up he might get upset again. So I just kept the conversation going. There was no reason to bring it up anyways. So, would you consider it a successful day? Oh yeah, totally. I mean, they look ready to kill me by the end of it, but in the fun way, you know. Kinda like how Mom looks at Dad whenever he makes a bad pun. Exactly. Oh, that's cute. Ah, I'm so happy for you. Do you think you take them out again? Maybe. Wow. Going on a date sounds fun. Ah, don't worry, Amos. Some will take you out too one day. So anyways, do you like it here? Planet Dollars, I mean. I always thought it was overhyped, but now that we have one, it actually ain't too shabby. Ooh, I've actually been here before. Oh, you have? When? Ooh, I was here just the other day because I wanted to check it out. Funnily enough, we sat at this table too. Oh, you did. Wait. Who's we? Did you suddenly make friends behind my back? Oh. When I was here, the place was pretty packed, so the only empty seat was at this table. But some other girl was sitting here too, and I guess we're kinda friends now? I mean, I just met her, but we're keeping in contact, so... Twilight? Yeah? Is there a problem with that? Mary, listen to me. I'm saying this because I care about you. Stay away from Twilight. Huh? Why? You just can't talk to her, okay? I can't... All people, you have to talk to her? She's the kind of girl who stabbed the devil in the ass with his own pitchfork. Seriously, you shouldn't be talking to her. Do you know her? Did something happen between you two? You never mentioned her before, and... Mary, please. I know I'm coming off really bad right now. And you're probably thinking I'm a giant dick. But just don't talk to her. You just can't. I already promised to help her with some stuff. But I trust the reason for disliking her, even if I don't know what they are. I think it's a little late to back out of the agreement, but... I'll definitely take what you said to heart. I'll be careful. Good, you should be. Come on, let's go throw our trash out. Groven was still salty over Twyla, even after I had attempted to drop the conversation. He said he wouldn't talk about it anymore. But I better not ever mention him. But I better not ever mention him to Twyla. Ever. We tried to spend the rest of the day together. But it was more than apparent that he wasn't in a good mood anymore. At least by the time we started heading home, he had calmed down to a much more normal state. After getting home, he said he was gonna smoke outside for a little bit, so I let him and headed up to bed. And did what I do every night. Hi. Hello. Can we talk about the thing you said the other night? I haven't been able to stop thinking about it ever since you said it. What's bothering you? You said you were coming for me. Then you just need more time. Are you really going to steal me too? It's be alright. I promise. It's for the best. You're gonna make me feel sick all over again. What do you want me to tell you? That I get to see my parents again. You will. At least that's what's planned. You shouldn't worry yourself sick over something like that. I promise, I'm taking extra good care of them. Somehow, it is still hard to believe. You'll see. I wouldn't do anything to disappoint you. Then when will this be over? Soon, hopefully. I just need more time. You'll hang on for me, won't you? Do I have a choice? Sweet dreams, Mary. I didn't sleep at all that night. I really didn't. There were a few times I shut my eyes and tried to, but nothing could calm me down anymore at this point. My anxiety was through the roof. I just wanted Mom and Dad back. I wanted to know for certain that they were okay. It should have been me that was taken. Maybe it was supposed to be. The next morning I got up, Kron was still home. That's interesting. But I think for now, considering we've been recording for an hour, and I think there's plenty of game left, this is gonna be a little cliffhanger. So, and I really like this. Once again, these games, arcadekitten, like, are just really good. And even if it's not horror, it still have that like mystic horror beneath it, and it's starting to get very, very interesting. Even if it's more like a drama at the moment, but the mystery intrigues me, and so far it's I am very, very, very what's the word? I am like deep into like figure out what's gonna happen. So, but that's gonna be for the next episode. So, until then, thank you so much for watching. If you like, subscribe and all that jazz. If you want to help me out, share this video and watch some of my other videos. There are plenty on my channel. And have a good whatever it is where you are. And I will see you in the next stream or video. Bye bye.